Right, boys, how you doing? So, we're ranking every single Godzilla movie up to Godzilla Minus-One, which obviously I haven't seen yet. But this is already out of date because there's a new Godzilla fucking one showing off. There's Godzilla X Kong, A New Order, I think it's called. Which I'll talk about that later on. But here we've got all of the Godzilla movies that have been released so far. I have actually seen every single one of these because I went through a stage where I just binge watched Godzilla movies, absolutely fell in love with them, and I fucking love Godzilla. Fucking what a time. So what we'll start off? We'll start off with the original. This Godzilla, also known as Godzilla King of the Monsters, came out in 1954. So this movie's got two main edits of it. It's got the Japanese version and the American version. The American version is very cut down. It's a lot more... how would I say it? It's because what they do is, like, most of it is they have an American actor sitting in, I think it's a blimp or a radio tower or something like that, and he comments, he basically commentates what's happening. The American version is okay. The American version is good. But the Japanese version is fucking amazing. The Japanese version probably one of my favourite horror movies because Godzilla's treated like a fucking massive threat. This is not long after the nuclear bomb went off in Japan, so this is a real fear that's like, and they treat him like a massive deal. He's like, there's a fucking harrowing bit where a woman's talking to our kids, saying how basically preparing them to die is horrible because this giant monster's rampaging through the city and just destroying everything. It's so good. It's fucking amazing. Godzilla's much better as a fucking threat to humanity, in my opinion. That's why I'm gonna put Godzilla, the original, or King of the Monsters, whatever you want to call it, in the S tier. Fucking adore that movie. And again, like my rules with all of my tier lists, the closer it is to that, like, for example, say I put, like, I don't know, Raids Again here, that's better than Raids Again. That's my rule. But speaking of devil, Godzilla Raids Again, fine. It was the first time they introduced another monster, and I think it was Baragon. It's fine. This one I've got very little memory of and very little opinion. I think it's not bad, but I probably in C I'd say it's fine. They hadn't quite got the formula of what Godzilla was yet. He's still a bad guy, but it's not as good. Godzilla vs Kong. This is actually the first one I ever seen. I seen this on a taped off of TV. I fucking loved this movie. It's dumb. It's okay. It's okay for what it is, you know. Then we have Godzilla vs Mothra. Mothra's one of my favourite additions to the franchise and one of my favourite other characters' interests. So Mothra, I really like this movie as well. Put Godzilla vs Mothra in A. But speaking of favourite characters' interests, here we go. Fucking King Ghidorah, where it's Godzilla teams up with Mothra to take on King Ghidorah. I fucking adore King Ghidorah. One of my favourite designs of any monsters. So fucking good. Kong says eat your vegetables. Oh, that famous gif where he's ramming the fucking tree down Godzilla's throat. It's class. But I fucking adore this one. Anything with King Ghidorah's ultimately probably got to get a higher fucking rating for me. This one, I don't know if it's as good as Godzilla vs. Mothra. Godzilla vs. Mothra is probably a better movie overall because Mothra's a defender of Earth against this rampaging monster. It's Godzilla. It's really, really good. Also, but so this is I forgot the eras. So the first era is from King of the Monsters up until here, Terror of Mechagodzilla. Then there's a second era which is Godzilla 84, 85 I think it is, up until Godzilla 2000. But we'll go over that another time. Oh, I can't remember is it Heisei is the second era? I can't remember. Anyways, what have we got here? This is, I forget, well, Godzilla versus a space monster. This one's weird. Basically, Godzilla and all these other monsters get... these aliens appear and say, we need your monsters to fight against this monster that's harassing us. And they kidnap Godzilla, I can't remember who it is, Mothra, I think, and someone else. I can't remember the other monster. This one, I don't remember as much. And it ends up as King Ghidorah, and they all fight King Ghidorah on the moon. It has one of the greatest moments of all time, which is this the Godzilla drop? No, this isn't the Godzilla drop kick. I'm trying to remember when that is. But actually, no, I think Space Monster is the drop kick. But anyway, I'm going on about shit anyway. So Yeah, the aliens come and they take the monsters, and then they all mind control monsters and release them in the world, and then the world has to fucking fight against and then Godzilla overcomes the mind control and fights for the Earth. This is when they try to make Godzilla a very family-friendly sort of defender of the Earth type, which I'm not a big fan of, but that's the thing that really sort of taken off with Godzilla. So this one's, I put it with Godzilla vs Kong. It's not as good as Godzilla or King Kong vs Godzilla. What's this one? This one is 66. This is, oh crap, Godzilla. This one was weird. This is the one that was meant to be a King Kong movie. Godzilla versus is it Ebera, I think it is, or something like that. This one. So basically, the travelers go on this island and they find, and this woman finds Godzilla, and like in a comatose state, and she awakens him with lightning. Godzilla has this weird kind of romance with this girl. Mothra appears and they fight a bunch of crabs. This one is not very good. This one's probably down the sea. But that one I think was meant to be a King Kong movie, which is also weird because King Kong and Godzilla vs Kong was meant to be Frankenstein. Yeah, it's weird. Like, if you ever had time, there's a great video on YouTube. It's all the cancelled Godzilla movies, and there have been a lot of them, including Godzilla vs Satan, Godzilla vs Batman, where it was Adam West Batman. What a fucking time that would have been. What's the next one? What have we got here? 1967. Oh, this one's is this the Son of Godzilla it's called? Or yeah, this one I'm not a big fan of when they introduce small versions or babies of main characters. I can't remember much about this one. I don't remember liking it a lot because I think the character. Actually, no. I think when he's introduced, he's okay. Is it Manila, Minya, whatever he's called? I wasn't a big fan of him when he got introduced, but I see in the movie I'm getting confused with now. There's another Godzilla movie where he's the main focus, where it's fucking shite. But we'll get to that. But now we have Destroy All Monsters, which this is a Godzilla TV show in here. Let's have a look. It is not. It is an incomplete list. I fucking loved that TV show. That's what actually got me. So I had a tape of Godzilla vs King Kong. I had a tape of Godzilla vs Hedorah. And I had a tape of the Godzilla 98 TV show, which was what saved it, I think. But anyway, Destroy All Monsters was the first massive crossover I did, where it was all of Toho's monsters at the time. There was even once there was like I forget his name. It was like Baragon, Mothra. Oh, there was this other one that looked kind of like it wasn't Gigantosaurus. I can't remember who it was. It looked kind of like a dopier Godzilla, but that was the first big crossover, and they all come together. All the monsters that appeared in the movie so far, and they fight Ghidorah. Destroy All Monsters is class. Again, I can't really remember much about the plot of it, but so I watched them all chronologically. I remember the plot of this one. I remember this one, unfortunately, but the only one I really remember the plots of the sort of second year onwards. Godzilla's Revenge. AKA the movie where a kid has this dream sequence where he's been kidnapped. He's basically, the whole thing is in a kid's dream, and it's all about Godzilla's son standing up to a bully and getting battered by his dad as well. And Godzilla's son can speak to this kid, and he's got this sort of goofy type voice. Believe it or not, it was the black and white movies that got me into Godzilla. Before the 1998 one, Channel 4, 5 did a marathon, I think. So many old Godzilla movies. There's so many of them, and so many of them blend in with each other. I'm just because now I'm going, oh, this movie, and I'm like, wait, no, that's another movie. But Godzilla's Revenge is bottom barrel fucking shite. Godzilla vs Hedorah, one of the most mental movies I've ever seen. So this movie has a big anti-pollution thing. It's basically, so this creature called Hedorah appears, starts attacking people, but like melting them and shit. It's really weird. And there's like, I'm trying to, because it's weird, it's like set on a theme park, and there's a bit where the kids are on the roller coaster watching Godzilla and Hedorah fight. It's really weird. Godzilla fights Hedorah. Hedorah's made out of like trash and shit. It's really fucking strange. There's one bit of Godzilla rips his eyes out, which was pretty fucking extreme, but yeah, it's so fucking weird. I can't really hack Son of Godzilla. Yeah, really hate it whenever they do Son of Blank or little version of Blank, you know? Especially Minya when he does that. Wait, because he's got a voice that's like Goofy's voice. That's the only way I can remember it. He's like, there's a bit I remember. Oh, where he's talking to the kid and because he's asking Godzilla to help him against this bully, and he's like, nah. And I think the bully in this is just a reused. I think that was in like maybe the Ultraman show, and it's just a reused costume. But anyway, was it Ultraman? I can't remember. There was another show and Godzilla showed up in it as well. But anyway, Godzilla vs. Hedorah is really weird, so it's got enough weirdness to put it up. I'd say put it up with Godzilla vs. King Kong. It's up there, I think, mainly because the weirdness is carrying it. Godzilla vs. Gigan and Godzilla vs. Megalon. I'll be completely honest, boys. I don't remember much about these movies outside of the design of Gigan and Megalon, because Gigan's got this really cool. He's got like hooks for hands, a laser eye, and a saw in his belly. Megalon is like a big cockroach thing with like drills for hands. I can't remember anything about these movies, so I'm just gonna put them in C because that's not a good sign if I'm not clicking about anything. Now we have Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. I fucking love Mechagodzilla. And this also has one of my favourite fucking kaijus in it. Big King Caesar. What is he? He's like a big fucking... He's like a fucking... What's that really ugly dog with a flat face? He looks like one of them standing up on his hind legs. What a guy, King Caesar. But this one's good. This one's really good. If I remember... Mechagodzilla's like an alien, like, because basically Godzilla's going around fucking doing all these awful things, and everyone's like, oh god, Godzilla's turned evil. Ends up it's Mechagodzilla. It's good. I'm only giving a brief synopsis because I can't actually remember a lot about these movies, boys. Terror of Mechagodzilla. From a black hole in space. Use monsters to seize Earth. Oh, ogres from a black hole in space use monsters to seize Earth. I can't remember anything about this movie, boys. So I've got to put it in C straight away. It's not a good sign when I'm going, oh, I can't remember that. But aye. Godzilla 1985. I think that's when it came out. 1984. Excuse me. Return of Godzilla. It's also known as. I fucking love this one because this was when they first introduced Godzilla. Well, they brought back Godzilla back to his roots as being this monster that's just try to wipe things out. There was this one because there was time away from it, so the miniatures were fucking amazing. This tanks looked amazing. It was the first time Godzilla properly looked like it just looked a lot cooler. Like it was clearly a lot more time and effort put into like the miniatures, and the costume looked a lot cooler. Godzilla had I remember Godzilla's eyes were like, it was really they weren't blank, but they looked a little more terrifying basically. So yeah, I really like this one as well. Godzilla's better when he's a threat. But they had this cool subplot with... What was that? No, I'm getting confused again by a different movie. Anyway, Godzilla versus Biollante. Wait. Biolante's a planet head, or is it? Right, so... I fucking love this one as well. Mainly because I love the Biollante itself is such a cool looking monster. It's not just a guy in a rubber suit, it's this giant fucking plant that's got like this crocodile face, and I believe so I might be making this up basically because all the Godzilla second gen movies ignore everything apart from the first Godzilla movie, and this thing is made out of the spores of Godzilla after Godzilla was hit with the oxygen destroyer, going up into space and then coming down and getting mutated and end up mutating this plant. And Godzilla now needs to fight it, and it's so fucking good. Such a good movie. Saying that, I can't remember much outside the fight, but it's going in A. Just because of the really cool design and the really cool fucking costumes and stuff like that. Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. I fucking love this movie. I've got a poster of this up in my living room wall. This one's so fucking good. Basically, the whole thing, this ties in with the next one. Wait, is it the next one? But basically, King Ghidorah appears, kills Godzilla, or no. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, these aliens go back in time. Because they rewrite the whole thing about King Ghidorah being this intergalactic fucking monster wiping things out. basically these aliens plant Ghidorah on the island that Godzilla was on when the nuke went off. So Godzilla's wiped from time, and Ghidorah is just destroying everything. And then people summon, like, they make a new Godzilla. Godzilla bodies the Ghidorah, and then Godzilla turns around and starts attacking Tokyo. It's fucking great. They're like, oh, Godzilla, our hero, and Godzilla's like, fucking what? And just destroying everything. So then they rebuild King Ghidorah as Mecha King Ghidorah. How could you not love this fucking movie? Mecha King Ghidorah. Mecha King Ghidorah, the best. Putting this one in S. I fucking, oh yeah, I love this one, but I can't say it's better than the 54 Godzilla. Right, now we've got, what's this one? Is this Godzilla? Is this just Godzilla vs. Mothra? I can't remember this one. I actually no, I can. This is the one where Mothra has no. Is that? Is this the one where Mothra has the evil version of Mothra? Batara, is it Batra? I think it's called. I can't remember. I can't really remember much about this one. I remember it being alright. Anything with Godzilla vs. Mothra's got to be good. Second gen Mechagodzilla, they build out of the ruins of Mecha King Ghidorah. The anime movie trilogy is missing, but that's not a big miss. I'm not a big fan of that one, apart from the final part, because I love the space fucking Lovecraftian horror of Ghidorah. That's the only thing I like in it. I like Earth Godzilla as well when he's fucking massive, but I was really disappointed with the anime movies, especially the portrayal of Mechagodzilla in Mechagodzilla City. Because I fucking love me Mechagodzilla. Speaking of Mechagodzilla, we have second gen Mechagodzilla, which is MK2. That's pretty good. It's not. I don't think. It's probably my second favorite version of Mechagodzilla, but the suit's really cool. I remember there's a really cool bit with her. Like the suit's really cool. They build it out of the ruins or the remnants of Mecha King Ghidorah. I really like this movie as well. And basically, this whole thing is they're just trying to stop Godzilla because Godzilla's on a big rampage, and they keep Mechagodzilla gets fucking destroyed, and then they need to like equip him with even more stuff. And then I think he gets, yeah, because he's also built out the bones of the original Godzilla. So the timeline is fucked in these movies, boys. Absolutely fucked. So then I tried to watch it. Honestly, it sucks. Such a weird choice to go with an alien invasion thing to I was really disappointed with it. Like, see, when I heard, I've not watched the new Godzilla anime. That's a new one that's missing as well. But I've not watched that either. That's got Jet Jaguar in it as well. Actually, boys, I forgot. Godzilla versus Megalon has... Is this one with Jet Jaguar? It is. Fucking love Jet Jaguar. He's ridiculous. It looks like... It looks like a fucking... You know when you used to go in Poundland and there'd be knockoff toys? It was like, be like... Avenging Hero. It looks like if you like a knockoff of Ultraman. He's fucking class. Also in Godzilla, in the... I can't remember who made them. The trilogy of Godzilla fighting games on the PS2. Like, I think it's Destroy All Monsters, Save the Earth, and Unleashed. Jet Jaguar was always my main because he can fucking shrink and grow. It's class. Fucking love Jet Jaguar. He's also got a banger of a tune. So Jet Jaguar is automatically pushing that to the top of C. Anyways, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and I'm gonna put it in B. I think I prefer over the this first Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. I also gotta get very confused when there's multiple movies called Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla. Right, boys, they finally did it. They finally went and done a baby Godzilla I don't hate, because Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, the whole thing is Godzilla trying to save his son. The design I don't hate. It's a bit more... They make it look a bit more less cutesy. But I also really like the idea... No, yeah, it was because when he kills Biollante, he kills everything else, the fucking mutates and Space Godzilla appears. Space Godzilla's ridiculous looking. Also, I love the title. Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. Try to say that with a straight face. That's a good one as well. It's just Godzilla trying to defend his son, and his son gets kidnapped by Space Godzilla. These plots are ridiculous when you say them out loud. But yeah, I like this movie. I'd probably put it in B-A as well. I don't know if I don't like it as much as Godzilla, whatever Godzilla Returns, Godzilla 84. Do I like it as much as Godzilla vs. Biollante? I probably like it better than that. I know Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla is kind of hated on. It's just that level of ridiculous that hits with me. I might like my Godzilla more serious and like a fucking threat, but if you're making Godzilla the savior of the Earth, Godzilla vs Space Godzilla is not the worst one, you know. Wait, what's this one? Oh, I know this one, boys. Godzilla versus Destroyer. Called Destroyer because they couldn't copyright the name Destroyer, so they call him Destroyer. And he is one of the coolest looking monsters you've ever seen. He's got like a predator mouth. He's got a big horn. He's like imagine Godzilla with fucking wings. He's so fucking cool. It's a time when Godzilla's basically going into meltdown, and this is where Burning Godzilla comes, which is my favorite iteration of Godzilla. I really want a toy of Burning Godzilla. I really want a toy of Destroyer as well. I've been looking up. I've got quite a lot of Godzilla toys. I've got a really cool Kiryu over there. That's Mechagodzilla from the Millennium series. I've got a Godzilla from, I think it's Godzilla Raids Again, and I've got a King Kong vs Godzilla, a NECA toy, which is not leaving the box because it's that cool. But anyway, Godzilla vs Destroyer. Top tier. Fucking love Godzilla vs Destroyer. It's really good. It's genuinely made me cry. It's really emotional end as well. Spoiler alerts, Godzilla goes into meltdown, passes away, but the energy of Godzilla goes into his son. So fucking good. It's so good. And the fight with Destroyer is fucking amazing. Give me 2 seconds. The music seems to have ended. Oh no, it's back on. Never mind. Does it get me in the mood for a Godzilla Showa marathon? What one's the Showa again? Showa series? Is that original? Right, here we go. Godzilla 98. This one's controversial. Take away the fact that it's not really Godzilla, because I'm not in the like. It's different. It's different. You know, it's a different adaptation of a monster. It's not the same. It's an okay monster movie. I think it's decent. I'm not got boys. This one has got to get me shot. I think it's better than most of these as a movie. Like, yes, it's not Godzilla. Yeah, up to 1989. Ah, see, I'm not a big fan of those ones, but even though they're mostly, but I prefer the Millennium and Second series. But Godzilla 98 isn't bad. I've not watched it since I was very young, and I got up in the fucking fandom where people hated this. You know, for years I was like, oh fuck Godzilla 1998. The tagline, bigger is better. It's not bad from what I've seen. You know, it's not Godzilla. It's if you take it as its own entity, it's okay. You know. So I'll put it C. Actually, I think I've overrated it a bit. But I can't. Do I like Jean Reno better than like Jet Jaguar? I don't know that one. Here we go. Godzilla 2000. Get ready to crumble. In my opinion, this is one of the most forgettable Godzilla movies. I have seen this one of the most recent ones. Like most recently, he fights. Is it Orga? It's this big fucking. The only way I can describe it is this big thick alien because he's not. He's like wide. He's not the most. It's not the best. It's like a whale dragon type. Even that's what Godzilla's. I don't know. See, I'd say Godzilla 2000 is. It's above 1998. Can't say it's forgettable, but it's. What have we got here? Godzilla 2000. This is Godzilla versus Is it Megaguirus? However you say it. This one's good. I remember liking this one. Not as much as I'll probably B. I'd say Godzilla vs. I'll put along with Godzilla vs. Hedorah and Godzilla vs. King Kong. This one, oh, this is the title. This is Godzilla X Mothra X King Ghidorah. What's the full title? The full title is ridiculous. It's something like that. It's 2 things. I'll get the title for you. I'll get the full title in a second. Where's my phone? It's Mikey. You've listed so many Godzilla Showa period movies up really high. It's a good period. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, maybe I've overestimated how much I didn't like it. But anyway, this one. So this one I like because Godzilla's a threat trying to destroy the world again. Again, continuity is weird. They don't really. You get movie for movie, they ignore the rest of them. But Ghidorah's a force of like helping the Earth. It's weird. But this one's good. If you're going by just monster fights, it's good. But put it high C. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Right, here we go. This one is my favourite version of Mechagodzilla. Sorry, no. It's Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. I fucking love Kiryu. Kiryu is my favourite design of Mechagodzilla. But this movie itself is... It's probably high B. Not fantastic, not the best. Godzilla Tokyo SOS, which is a rematch against Kiryu, with Mothra getting involved. This one's good as well. I probably put them because they're very much a two-parter. This is the only one that's like a direct sequel, apart from like say maybe like Godzilla Raids Again. Let's put... We're gonna need to play around with this ranking a bit more. Bear in mind there is gonna be a large gap between your finished work as passed in. Oh. Do I have pasta? Give me 2 minutes and we'll just rush through the rest of these. Right, so Godzilla Final Wars. Class. Godzilla Final Wars is the second. Well, right now it's the second best Godzilla movie. It's basically get as many monsters in there as you can and have Godzilla fucking go through them like a slasher movie film. Slasher movie villain. It's class. Even kills, which got 1998 Godzilla. Now I'm thinking about putting that further down the list. But, aye, class. Including one of my favourite final fights where they have like this big tag team match against this new monster called Monster X. Ends up Monster X is actually King Ghidorah. It's so fucking good. It's really hype. For some reason, Sum 41 does the soundtrack at one point, and also making Duntmo's film in C and B. You're going to Tesco. See. But Godzilla Final Wars is class. Absolutely class. Don Fry is in it as the commander of Earth taking on this alien menace. And there's a bit where he leads these super soldiers who are like flipping around and fighting kaiju themselves. It's fucking class. I want to see more movies where normal people are taking on kaiju. I just want Earth Defense Force a movie. Also, I want a game where you like City Shrouded in Shadow, or I don't want to say a better Earth Defense Force because I love Earth Defense Force, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I'm getting a bit... What do you want? Chicken nuggies. My usual. Right, here we go. 2014, Gareth Edwards' Godzilla. Got a real hot take, boys. I really like this movie. I'm going to put it in A. Well, I think the start of the movie is fucking fantastic. They have a really interesting character in Bryan Cranston, and then, spoiler alert, kill him off about 40% through the movie. I like it you don't see much of Godzilla. I like it you don't see a lot of the fights. It's fun enough, the guy that made this made a movie called Monsters before, which was shot guerrilla style, and was a lot of the time, it was very low budget, and I feel that carries a lot over to this Godzilla, you know? But yeah, I really like this Godzilla movie. I kind of wish Godzilla was the villain, because I feel it was a really cool, like, I feel like, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but from what I remember, they have this really cool introduction to this new monster that appears, like the start of it, where the reactor goes into meltdown. There's a really cool and threatening, scary sequence, and then this new monster just appears, and then after that new monster appears, they go, oh, by the way, this new monster Godzilla's appearing. The ending is really dumb, though. Aye. But it's not as dumb as another one. Shin Godzilla. Boys, right, are you ready for a real hot take? I think Shin Godzilla is the best Godzilla movie. It's... it's my favourite. Fucking adore it. Of course, it's made by the guy that loves made Evangelion, but I fucking love it, because remember what I said about Godzilla being a horror thing? They go full fucking like, Godzilla is this horrifying fucking creature made by, like, mutating. Like, there's one I remember where, because you see Godzilla through multiple times in the movie, and he's mutated each time, and there's one where it's like, he's this creature, it's not got any front legs, it's red skin, and it's clearly in agonizing pain. That's when Godzilla always appears in pain in this movie, because Godzilla is this mutant that's just basically wants to die, and also, but on the human side, just seeing how the government is reacting to, oh, giant monsters attacked. I really enjoy it. I fucking love Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla is it's probably neck and neck with Godzilla 1954 for my favourite one. And it's the only time they've made Godzilla, like, apart from the first one, it's the only time they've made Godzilla genuinely terrifying. Like, that scene where they first, like, usually in a Godzilla movie where he first uses the fucking, the atomic breath, it's usually a big, yes, fist bump moment, but this time it's horrifying when he does it, and he's blasting, and he obviously can't control it because he's in pain and doesn't know what's happening, and it's blasting all over the place. and it's so fucking scary. It's so good. They're talking about, yeah, you know what I mean. It's treated as this big fucking. Oh, it's so fucking good. And then that final shot, so fucking creepy. That final shot, but I won't spoil it. Anyway, Godzilla King of the Monsters, a movie I was so looking forward to because you get my favourite Godzilla villain, King Ghidorah. I like half of this movie, but right. So Godzilla as a thing, right? Godzilla came from the fear of the atomic bomb, right, and the side effects and shit like that would happen from dropping a nuclear weapon. There's one thing I can't get by, and that's in Godzilla King of the Monsters. Godzilla is killed by King Ghidorah, and they revive him and the Americans revive him with the nuclear bomb. Something about that is icky. Something I just don't like about that. I don't know what. Just something like this. Godzilla is this allegory being used. Oh yeah, also pro-Earth, pro-environment, green terrorist, the worst kind of people. Charles Dance, Wrongian. Also, he just disappears in the next movie. If you take it at face value, I like that Mothra was in it. I like the monster fights, but there's too much icky stuff in it that just makes me really dislike it. It's probably down here. It's not Godzilla. I don't dislike it as much as that, and it really hurts me putting a movie where King Ghidorah is the main bad guy and featured so much down this far. But yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong was really, 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 really dumb. Like, so fucking dumb. But it came out at a time, it came out in 2020. Was it 2020 or was it 2021? I can't remember. We were still in lockdown. I needed a movie that I was just fist pumping the sky at, going, fuck yes, let's go. And it gave me that movie. It gave me a really cool design of Mechagodzilla. I really liked the Mechagodzilla design. I see there's one shot where it's like, I wish they'd done more in these modern ones, because I feel like there's a new trailer out for the next Kong X Godzilla movie, and I feel my big complaint is that the cinematography doesn't treat them as big creatures. They just look like you're watching an animated movie with a lizard and a monkey. But there's one shot in Kong vs Godzilla where it shows you, it was actually in the trailer, and it's Godzilla's crawling onto the fucking like, what do you call him, the sort of ship, the carrier type thing, and he's like crawling up it, like, you know, like he's pulling himself up, and the shots from ground, and it zooms up onto his face, and it looks across, and Kong's winding up a punch and punches him. It's such a good shot. It really makes them feel like two fucking kaijus, you know. I feel that's like the cinematography kind of fucks up in the later ones because you don't really see it as much, but that's the one time you felt like, oh, two giant monsters fighting. But it's so dumb. I really enjoyed it. I'm not looking forward to the sequel though. I'm scared of. So yeah, hot take. I like this a lot better than I like the original Godzilla vs Kong. Right, boys, there we go. That is my. Actually, I'll move this around a little bit. So probably put. That's good. Is that? No, that's shite. That one. Godzilla vs Megalon, Godzilla 2000. Yeah, I feel like this is like Son of Godzilla moving down, and I'll move that one up. There we go. So yeah, there we go. That's my final ranking of Godzilla movies. Without the, if you have time, Numa was wanting to do a wee trip for -1. It's in the Meetup Discord. Oh, maybe. -1 I'm really looking forward to, because it's going back to Godzilla being a fucking threat and being a monster, and yeah, that movie looks fucking class. Aye. Apart from the animated TV show, the Godzilla anime, it just came out recently where Jake Jagger has featured a lot in it, and the anime trilogy of movies. But again, if the anime trilogy of movies were here, two of them would be the first. Wait, one might be here, two would be here, and three would be here. And Godzilla Minus-One obviously isn't out yet, but I'm hoping Godzilla Minus-One is here. But one can dream, you know. Oh no, I can't put it. Fine, you're in S because I just assume you'll be amazing. But anyway, let me just have a wee look at this again. So Godzilla vs Destroyer, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of order I'd probably put Godzilla vs Destroyer. Oh, I don't know, Godzilla vs Destroyer, Godzilla vs Mecha, no, King Ghidorah. Oh, probably Yeah, that's probably the ranking I'm happy with. That's it, boys. That is the final ranking of Alma. Oh, Mickey I've not seen yet. I'd roll below. Oh, seen. There we go. So, aye, boys. That's the final ranking of Godzilla. My final ranking of Godzilla stuff. But aye, as usual, boys. Thank you so much for joining us. Aye, take care of yourselves. Up the Godzilla. Hopefully Godzilla X Kong and Godzilla fucking what's it called? Godzilla Minus-One are good. Hopefully. Hopefully I don't have more joining things in, you know, the bottom of the barrel. But aye. I've seen that. It's the one with the Godzilla head. You can sort of, yeah, that looks fucking cool. Have you seen the one that's you can zip line? I don't know what theme park it's at, but you can zip line into Shin Godzilla's mouth, and he's like, "Bah!" That looks really cool. Inside they have a wall. It's just a movie poster. It's so cool. I'm gonna stay in that hotel. Honeymoon. There we go. Just need a top Megan to stay in at a Godzilla hotel for which got her honeymoon. But aye, thank you so much for joining us, boys. The zip line sounds sick. Oh, it looks so fucking good. But aye, maybe I'll do a Godzilla game on stream. Actually, that's very tempting. I really like Save the Earth. But aye, thank you so much for joining us. We'll just transfer over to